Anthropic just released most powerful Claude Code command yet. It's a slash command called slash goal. You give it a task and it works until the job is completely done. No interruptions, no continue, no babysitting. Just results. You don't need to type continue multiple times anymore. Let me show you. So what exactly is slash goal and why it matters? Anthropic's official goal announcement became the most watched Claude Code post ever. This command changes everything. It has 606,000 views just under 24 hours. And how to use this? You just need to type /goal and then you need to give a Claude finish line, your condition. And Claude works turn after turn automatically until the job is fully done. No more prompting, no more babysitting, just results. Let me show you directly into Claude Code. I use Claude Code in Antigravity, but you can use Claude Code in VS Code or in Terminal, whatever you prefer. I open Claude Code and then put / and then just type goal and then hit enter. Right now, it doesn't work because it says no goal set because we didn't put any condition here. In next few minutes, I will show you how you can use this /goal command with 3 live examples. Stay tuned. Here is the magic that makes this work. When you set a goal, there are 2 AI agents running at the same time. The first is the worker AI. That's a Claude, Sonnet or Opus. This is your employee. It's doing the actual job, writing files, running commands, organizing data, building your thing. The second is the Evaluator AI, a smaller, faster model, Claude Haiku. Think of it as the boss. After every single turn the worker takes, the evaluator jumps in and asks one question. Is the goal met yet? If the answer is no, evaluator tells the worker exactly what's still missing and kicks off the next run. The worker goes back to work. The evaluator checks again and again. The loop only breaks when the evaluator finally says yes, that is done. That's the whole system. A worker and a boss running in a loop until your finish line is crossed. Here is the part where many people will make mistakes unknowingly and they will lose lot of tokens and they will waste lot of their monies. So let me show you the perfect formula to write the finish line. So there are basically 4 parts. The first, it must be measurable end state. That means be specific. For example, file, folder, count or output that either exists or doesn't. No gray area. The second, how Claude proves it. So the command or output that shows the completion. Let's say you should mention file called report.csv exists. And the third one, what must not change. That is very important. You must tell Claude what Claude should not change. That means constrained. Other files untouched, no data deleted, original structure preserved. The fourth one is also really important. Always put time safety cap, right? Always add this. So for example, you can add stop after 30 turns or stop after 45 minutes. Your seatbelt against runway loops. Because let's imagine you type a command and Claude doesn't find the solution. If you will not add this, Claude continuously trying to search across everywhere and you will not get results for hours and you will waste a lot of money. That's what I was telling you guys. Follow this properly, otherwise you will lose a lot of money. I lose it, so you should not. So let me show you the examples of good condition versus bad condition. So what are the bad conditions? So let's say you write after goal command that make everything organized, clean up my files, do a good job, make no mistakes. How Claude will know what is the good job? How Claude will know that how to organize? So be specific, guys. So what are the example of good condition? So let's say you say every file in /receipts, rename it like date plus vendor. Monthly folders created. Spending.csv exists with 1 row per file. Stop after 30 runs. That's evaluator can verify, Claude stops cleanly and tokens saved. Follow this rule properly, otherwise you will lose a lot of money, guys. Alright, let me show you with the real example. I'm currently in the Antigravity and I created one folder called YouTube demo, and the first example which I'm going to show you is Freelance invoice generator. So here we are assuming that you are a freelancer and you need to create invoices for your clients. In the client section, I put the 6 clients and every data available in the JSON file. Now I will paste this prompt. So /goal, a PDF invoices has been generated for every JSON file inside clients folder. Save to invoices, client name and invoices.pdf with correct totals calculated. Stop after 25 runs. Now we execute. Now we'll wait and it will generate without our any assistant. So it will ask for this bash command and every permission. Okay, I change the permission here. I change it to edit automatically. So Claude will edit your selected text or the whole file. Now we just need to wait. There you have it. What used to take hours before, now without our effort, it created 6 PDF into invoices. Let me open this 6 invoices to show you. Open this. As you can see, it generated real invoices within just 1 minute without any extra effort. We don't need to even say continue or whatever. That's how you can use goal command. Now let's move to second example. Hey guys, if you are learning something new today and enjoy my content, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you will never miss my videos in the future. Let's get back to the video. Now example 2 is job applicant screener. So let's say you are hiring manager and you receive every day multiple CVs and resumes. So in this case, I added around 10 resumes here, and now I will paste this prompt, and I also put here job description as well. So we are telling basically use goal, and every PDF inside resumes has been read and scored against the job description in job description.txt, and file called shortlist.csv exists with column name, score out of 10, top 3 matching skills, recommendation yes or no. Stop after 40 runs. Now I will execute. Now it will screen all our resumes which we have in this folder, and it will check against the job description and it will provide us shortlisted list. Look at this. Literally within 1 minute we got the answer. For all candidates we got the score, recommendation and the reason. Yeah, for example, Lena Hoffman, 9 out of 10, recommendation yes, 5 years of experience, Claude, ChatGPT, Hagen, YouTube SEO, 24,000 subscribers, Google Analytics plus Meta Business Suite, and it's saying top 3 recommendation hires, Lena, Elena and Sophie. In old days, let's say you have 100 of applicants. What you will do generally? Go one by one and then hire, okay, this is good, this is good. Instead of this, use Claude Code and use goal command, and you will get answers within just few minutes. Example 3 is personal financial tracker. So I created one folder, it's called personal financial tracker, and I uploaded bank statements for entire 2025. As you can see, Konto Auszug, that means bank statement. And then I will paste this prompt. Goal, every PDF in bank statement has been passed, transaction extracted, categorized into food, transport, subscription and other. And a file called financereport.csv exists with monthly total per category. Stop after 45 turns. So now it will scan our bank statements and it will generate where I was spent in 2025. Don't worry guys, this is not the real data. I generated this for this demo, so don't judge me. Perfect. It took around 2 to 3 minutes, but it gave me complete answer. As you can see, it provided me month over month comparison for food, transport and subscription. In January, in December, 2,253.77 euro, and it providing key observation as well. Subscription are fixed at 89.97 per month throughout the year. Food and other spending trends sharply upward toward December. Holiday spending maybe. July and August mark the peak transport months, maybe summer travel. So it just took 3 minutes. And we got the complete summary. So you can use this. I guess everyone need this at the end of the year when they wanted to file a tax return or they just wanted to check their personal finance. Yeah, use it now. Use it today. Okay. Before you run this, let me explain 2 things that is very important: auto approve and cost. By default, every time Claude wants to run a command or edit a file, it pauses and asks permissions. But for true hands-off mode, turn on auto approve in settings. This is an advanced mode. You are giving Claude permission to work entirely on its own. It has safety guardrails, but understand what it has access to before you enable it. These 3 rules to avoid burning through credits. Rule number 1, always add a turn or time cap. Stop after 30 turns or stop after 45 minutes. Every time, no exceptions. Rule number 2, before you walk away, type /usage to check where you are at with your credits. Rule number 3, start small, 1 folder, 1 batch. Get comfortable first, then scale. Alright. Quick note on where you can use /goal, because I know some of you are not available on Antigravity. /goal works exactly the same in the Claude Code terminal. Just launch the CLI, type /goal and it runs identically. And if you are using the Claude Code extension for VS Code, you will find it in the Spark panel. Same command, same behavior. Antigravity just gives you a richer visual experience. That's the only real difference. So here is the bottom line on /goal. You just set the finish line and Claude will work on its own. If you learned something new today, if you enjoyed my content, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you will never miss my videos in the future. Hit the like, guys. Hit the subscribe. Come on, hit the subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.